The Other Letters option enables you to create letters that may be generated from the applicant tenant file. Letters printed from this option are for the selected applicant or tenant, not a group. Letters may be grouped into specified categories if desired. For example, an applicant packet category may be created and might consist of several letters used for new applicants. To access this option, first pull up the applicant tenant file of an existing tenant or waiting list applicant. And then select Other Letters. In the main Other Letters screen, we'll see our list of letters as well as what letter category that specific letter is tied to. To print a specific letter, click on the letter to highlight it and press Select. For most letters, you will be given a list of available household members to choose as the person you are mailing this to. However, if you are printing something such as the current household information worksheet, the only household member you can select in those cases is the head of household. For each household member you select, it is going to generate a separate copy of this letter. So if I were to select all here, it's going to print 3 letters when I select Preview or Print. In this screen, we also have the option to mask all but the last 4 digits of the Social Security number. Generally, this option will be selected by default. However, if we wanted to put the full Social Security number on the letter, we would just have to uncheck this box. Finally, you can choose to print labels and envelopes by selecting the option Labels and Envelopes below the list of family members. After selecting Labels and Envelopes, select Preview or Print to get to the envelope screen. Here, we can choose the address type we want to use. Household mailing address would be the mailing address you entered on their last recertification. Waiting list address is the main mailing info you entered when they first applied or last updated their waiting list information. And unit address is the actual physical address of their specific unit. For Housing Choice Voucher programs, you can also choose to select the mailing information for that tenant's landlord. The Information to Print line allows you to change how the mailing address will be displayed on the envelope or label. Normally, you can take the defaults, but it is a handy tool for special situations when you want the tenant's account number to be displayed on the envelope. The Omit Duplicates option will prevent the system from generating more than one envelope for a specific household. So in the case where you selected all of the household members on this screen, it would normally print 3 envelopes unless you check this Omit Duplicates box. You can also choose to print the return address by checking the box for that option. You may choose to use the Housing Authority's address, which is the default, or by checking Other, you can select any alternate addresses that might have been configured. The Print Setup option is for specifying the size of the envelope you are printing, as well as selecting which tray from your printer you want to print to. Finally, when you are finished configuring your envelope or label, you may select Preview to view your output before printing, or just select Print to send it straight to the printer. Back at the main Other Letters screen, we can choose to filter what letters we are working with by letter category. When you select a category in the drop-down, it will only show the letters that have been assigned to that specific category. By default, when you come into the Other Letters screen, the letter category selected will be all letters. You can create a new letter category by selecting Edit List and adding a new category from the letter category screen. To assign a letter to a category, click on the letter to highlight it and select Assign Categories. Check the box next to the categories you want this letter to be a part of and select Save. A letter can be part of multiple categories. Lastly, by selecting the Letter Setup option, you can create new letters and choose to activate or inactivate existing letters to add or remove them from the Other Letters screen altogether. For more information on how to use Letter Setup, please refer to the Letter Setup video or call HDS Win support at 608-786-2366.